Good morning, yearlings. How's everybody doing? Mr. Berger, just so you know, Derek was Thor's invisible older brother when he was a little boy. And unfortunately, he died. And his mom and I used to put for Halloween a tombstone in the yard with a bunch of other tombstones, but one of them was Derek's. So we made up a story about Derek. So the tombstone that we have as an emote is a homage to the invisible older brother Thor never had. And his name is Derek. So that's cleared up. I see people have found the happy clouds. Looking at them on chat, though, I don't see their smiley faces that well, so I'll go back tonight and fix them, and maybe I'll have an opportunity to also make some happy trees, which was also on the list of my to-do stuff. Let's go to the to-do. Yeah, happy clouds check, happy trees check, threads for movies check. Discord link unstoppable check. Tombstone check. Yep. I know I have a huge list of stuff that still needs to be done, but we will get there. But let's see what else. We now have also our 7th day in a row that it looks like YouTube is working. Awesome for us. We have a total of 1 viewer at the moment. Hello, 1 viewer. How are you? Welcome. Let's see where we are with Twitch. We're at 125. Lots of happy clouds. You can kind of see their little happy faces, but I'll fix that tonight. I'll darken those up. It's just a layer issue, so I probably put the layer behind too. Howdy, Joe Ray. Good to see you. Streaming. How you doing? I'm doing well. Still have a bit of the cold that I've had for the last couple weeks. It seems to be doing a little bit better today because my voice isn't all gravelly, but doing good. I do have something serious to talk about, though. One of our yearlings is missing. He was with us the first few weeks pretty constantly, but I'm assuming everything's fine. But if anybody sees Achilles or knows him in real world, just tell him we're worried about him and hope that he comes back. So I'm sure there's no problems. I'm sure it's just he's probably out visiting people or something, or just away from his computer. But we do miss him. You know, he was a good part of our little group here. Hey, Joy Raylers, I'm taking your grocery shopping with me today. Oh, cool. I did a lot of grocery shopping this week. Obviously, I'm sure everybody did here in the U.S. I'm sure in the other countries, they just do their normal grocery shopping. Bum, 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 bum. Return, right? Yeah, he'll come back. He's just gone grocery shopping. Everybody returns from grocery shopping. I had a really bad joke in my head right there that I could have done. I didn't do it. I'm not going to do it. I'll refrain from that. Okay, let's see. Shirt of the day. Had a problem with the shirt of the day in that it's one of my older shirts and it's a little bit faded. But here it is. I am only responsible for what I say, not for what you understand. So that is the shirt that we have on today. If you look here. So that's the shirt today. I went ahead and typed it up on the side so that it could be read because it's a little bit faded and broken up and stuff like this. I've had this shirt probably for at least 10 years. So, and it's in the rotation, but it's clean. It's just not. It's just from running through the wash all the years. It kind of breaks up a bit. It's the same thing that happened to the Come to the Dark Side. We Have Cookies. All you could read on that one was "Come to the dark side." Come to the, and then a space, and then we have cookies. So we did wear the second one. That have damaged. Yeah, I have some damaged one. In fact, my oldest one, not my oldest one, but my favorite one is the one from South Park, because I still have that T-shirt. I just recently replaced it, but I kept the original because it's so integral to my past and keeping things that are cool. Okay. Now let's move on to the movie of the day. Movie of the day is Wayne's World. Wayne's World. Wayne's World. Yeah. Two slacker friends tried to promote their public access cable show. Wayne's World, 1992. So that is the movie of the day. Like it or love it, leave it, love it, whatever. Let's see. Okay. Once again, if you guys have questions for me, please be sure to do the at your joy before your questions, so I know that you're asking me a question. You're not asking someone else a question. You still have the South Park shirt. Of course, I still have the South Park shirt. In fact, I can show you. I think I still have it. Let me see if I have it available here. Maybe it's this shirt here. This is a horrible picture, but helps if it's visible, doesn't it? No, helps if it's actually on screen. We put it on screen. Yeah, it's this shirt here, which is my South Park shirt. Pay no attention to the flying fingers. But yes, I still have that shirt. It was funny because it's the shirt that I used to sleep in. It's my night shirt. I know, I said night shirt. That's right. Deal with it. That's obviously the South Park lobby, but that is my South Park shirt. And if you notice, the gray and the black is actually reversed in He Who Has No Life. So that was fun. Okay, we are at 18 minutes. We've covered that. We've covered the shirt of the day. I flipped you all off. Yeah, I think we're doing good so far. We're having a good start of the day. Also, like I said before, let me take this down, but like I said before, if anybody knows Achilles or has inroads to him, just tell him we're wondering if he's okay, and we worry about him. Okay, thank you very much. We got some numbers down here. We're trying to get to 1,200 viewers. We're at a little over 10 now. I put these up here because those of you that are just getting here, why does the chicken? Because it's a chicken and it can't do anything else. I still don't understand how all that stuff works, but I was told that I should put up there and put some goals up there, so I did. I put those up, I think, Monday for the first time. So I'm still learning how all that stuff works, so please bear with me. I don't know how all of that stuff works yet. Yeah, I know. Random Red says, I've never even heard of you until Thor mentioned you one day, the South Park thing. Oh, cool. Yeah, I did work for Blizzard for 24 years, but I was not. This is the first time I'm out in front of public because I don't do that. I did do a panel at BlizzCon once with my team, with my Machinima team. I did give away the Machinima Awards and all that stuff on the main stage at BlizzCon once. I'm just not the person that goes out in front of the public a lot. I just like being in the back room, making cool stuff and doing my thing. So that's probably why you've never seen me before. But my name is out there because in StarCraft, the original StarCraft, I was left out in space. In StarCraft 2, the bar is Joey Ray's bar. In let's see what else. South Park, of course. Frantic, thank you very much for the 10 subs, or the 5 subs, 5 1-tier subs. Thank you very much. Total of 6 in the channel. Awesome. We got more subs. We have made a quota. But thank you very much for that. So you attended TwitchCon is off the table. I don't know which, like I said, this is now, I'm 3.5 weeks into this. I've not been to TwitchCon in a long time. I probably was there, or was there probably in 2014 or maybe 15. I don't know. I don't remember. But I will not probably be at TwitchCon this year. I'm kind of trying to see what we're doing here and how we can get this to grow and all that stuff. So that's kind of my main concentration, not going out and chasing different shows yet. Right now, I'm really happy for Thor and the things that's going for him. I hope that he wins the award that he's up for. I don't know if they've announced the winners yet or not, but I hope he wins it. I did vote for him. So we'll see how that goes. Hope everyone is doing well. Okay, howdy, Earjoy. Yeah, the highlight stuff really helps me out a lot. Thanks, guys. Because I am here alone. And for those that are wondering, it is lemon water with coffee this morning. With a hint of coffee. Because I already had my coffee today. Toxic Offender says, I got to get a passport. My thing is this. I think everybody needs to have a passport. I know that Americans, for the most part, we don't get passports. I've had one for 20, 30 years. I really hope that everybody gets out and gets a passport and goes out and travels and goes to different places and stuff like that, because the world is absolutely amazing, and I've had the chance to be out there and see some great countries, and can't wait to see some more. Okay, this one I gotta kind of sound out. Govacek, thank you very much for the subs. That's awesome. Let's see. I had a question for you. If you were to create a new game from scratch, which genre would you go for and why? And related question, which genre is your favorite to build stuff for versus favorite to play? Okay. If I were to build a game today, I'd probably use Game Maker Studio to make it. And it would probably be more like a original Legend of Zelda or what was that called? The old Myst game, from just a top-down little shooter, little Super Nintendo looking thing. I really like those games because they're you get in, they're hard to play, and then you get accomplishment from actually being there, or from playing them. So that's probably where I go. But my favorite genre to play is one that I can't play that often because of my eye, and that is first person. Can be always a fun one. But anything that there's a grind on, I'm always happy with. Like the game that I play every single day, I've played every single day probably for 15 years on my iPad, is called Diggy's Adventure. And I should probably get a picture of it and put it up, because it's, I don't know why. I'm almost done with it. I'm hoping that they make new levels soon, because I'm already in Mars. I'm level 700 and something, but I'm already at Mars, and probably, I think I have 5 more levels in the regular Mars mission, and then I just need to finish the dad Mars missions, and then I'm all kind of done there. So we will see where that goes. Have you renewed the passport in 20 years? Not from U.S., so I would. Of course, yeah, you have to renew it. I think it's every 10 years or something like that, maybe 7. But yeah, I always renew it. I renewed it just before I went to Cambridge in 2019. That was a fun 4 years. I spent about 4.5 years in Cambridge in the UK, and working with the guys over at Jagex. It was great. It was absolutely amazing. Oh, we had a hype train. Didn't even notice. Sorry. Thank you, guys. Have you tried VR in recent years? I do have a Oculus 2 headset, and I still need to get the insert, the prescription inserts for them to use it properly. I can use it, but I have to close one eye, and then it kind of defeats the purpose, but I can, there are places that, and they're actually pretty cheap. They do make lenses for them that are actually, you can just send your prescription and they'll make them for you. That way you don't have to squeeze your glasses into the headset, which is a pain. Setup looks amazing. Best luck of best of lucks on the platform. Yeah, the setup's actually really, really cool. I showed a picture of it the other day. It's you know, all my years doing filming and stuff like that, I kind of overdid it, you know. So there is a bit here. Anybody that's new, let me see if I can find it here. Let's see, setup. So this is my current rig for let me resize this here. So we got the front lights there, and the white ones are the front ones. The ones on the top are the back lights, which are the blue lights behind me. Obviously the three curved monitors which surround me, and then all my crap. And then that's when I took this picture a while ago. But it's a pretty good setup. You know, all that has everything. If anything leaves this room, an alarm goes off, so it's actually kind of cool. So everything has trackers on it and all that other stuff. So if you break in, you're not going to get too far. But oh well, it's all fun and dandy till someone does something dumb. So yeah, that's my current setup for here. Yes, renewed passport in 2019. Have you tried VR? Yes, we answered that. Your setup looks amazing. Thank you. I just showed it again for those that hadn't seen it. But like I said, you don't get motion sickness like Thor. No, I get vertigo, which is the same thing. You know, so I passed it on to him. Most of mine though isn't from the VR headset. My vertigo comes from first-person shooters, is where mine raises his ugly head and causes a problem. So I've never been able to play first-person shooters. The one that I was able to play, and I've mentioned it before, was Half-Life 2 years ago, and I love that game. That was an amazing game. Well, very well done game. So where are we at here? The screens behind me are actually turned off. I'm actually giving those away to a friend because I replaced them with the 32-inch curved ones, which are up against the in the middle there. The back ones are no longer functional. Have you played Half-Life on VR? No, I have not. I played Half-Life 2 long ago. Yeah. But normally I don't play first-person shooters, so let me look over here. Someone asked in questions here, where'd it go? Working from home, general chat, questions. Oh. As far as this game preservation stuff, I don't know enough about it to comment about it, so I'm sorry about that. I will have to read up on it and then give you my opinion on it. It looks a little bit too important to just give a quick answer to, so I apologize for that, but I don't know enough about it to comment at this time. Boom, ba-dum, boom, boom. Okay, let's go to, where is my controller? We got to remember to change the category. We have to put in the Lost Vikings. Where are my Vikings? Lost Vikings, those funky Vikings. Now it should update over here. We're okay. It has updated there. Is it okay? It's okay there. We're all good. Let's all go to the Lost Vikings. This is what we'll be playing today. Let's run the credits real quick so that we see all the lovely people that made the game. Yeah. Beastie Boys. Yeah, that's kind of where I was going with that. Yep. Sometimes just random songs hit my head and I just start popping things out. But this is everybody that worked on the game, the original Lost Vikings game. Yes, that is the song, Brass Monkey. You know, it's a funky monkey. Can you add a Subway Surfers GIF in the corner for my ADHD? I don't know what a Subway Surfers GIF is. Did you enjoy seeing Wicked when you went to see it? Yes, I did. I enjoyed Wicked quite a bit. I wish it was one movie, but apparently that was a part one, and then there's a part two. I also saw Wicked years ago at the Orange County Performing Arts Center as a musical play, and it was amazing. You know, and I think it was not. I'm trying to think if it was the original cast. I was trying to look it up, but I wasn't able to go back that far at the. I couldn't remember which show we were at, but yeah. Infinity Runner game that is usually used to distract. Shorts and videos. Okay. You know, maybe I'll put, don't know anything about that. I'll check into it. You know, the ADHD thing. I didn't know that was a thing for putting a small thing in there, a small distraction in there. How are you today? Everybody's asking somebody, did you do all the art for this? Not all of it. In fact, there were several artists there. There was me and Sam Didier, Samwise, as he's known, Ron Miller. I think that, let's see, Ron Miller, Clyde Mastero, Jason Magnus, you know, there were quite a few artists. And then people that did some stuff like Stu Rose and Todd Canasta. Todd Canasta actually did the Vikings themselves. But Sam and me, we did, Sam did all the monsters, and then I helped him and taught him how to animate monsters and stuff like that using D-Paint. And but no, it was definitely not me alone doing this. This was everybody. When I say everybody, there was only 12 of us in the company at the time. So everybody pitched in, everybody did some part. I was wondering wait a minute, Johnny Ray. I wonder what he got up to later in life. Okay, I'm not sure what that means. Okay, maybe I know this person in real life. I don't know. Nevirunav. I'm sorry. Nevi. Do I know you? My past is coming to haunt me online. Please, everybody run. Oh, you're just messing. Okay. Okay, waking up, need coffee. Yep, I had my coffee. Now I'm having my lemon water with coffee scent. Basically, all it means is when I put together my lemon water, I didn't rinse the coffee out of the cup first. Yeah, because I was running out of time. Okay, so let us, well, I can start now. We won't get through the level in the 2.5 minutes that it's going to before ads. So let's just chat a little bit more for about, it says 2 minutes till ads start. And then there's a minute or so after that. So it's basically 3 minutes till ad starts. Let's just chat a little bit more, and then I will play Lost Vikings. I will start Lost Vikings where we let off. And if I remember correctly, which I don't have to remember because it's written down, we are on the very first mechanical world one. I thought we were going to the wacky world one, but the mechanical worlds are where we're at. And the passcode for that level is JLLY. And I have already entered it in, and we are already all set up. Lemon and coffee sounds wild. What gave you... Okay, the question is, lemon and coffee sounds wild. What gave you the idea? The idea was very simple. As I made my coffee mocha this morning, like I always do, and I was sitting here doing stuff and getting ready for the show, you know, so I drank my coffee, and then I looked up and I had very little time left to get ready. So I ran back in to the kitchen, filled the cup up with water, put lemon in it, and basically didn't rinse the coffee out. And don't get me wrong, the coffee was empty of coffee, but there's still like the foam and stuff from the mocha part, and there's still a little bit of chocolate on the side. So it's just basically lightly coffee flavored lemon water. So it wasn't like, oh my God, a great idea. It was, oh my God, I'm in a hurry. Can't take the time to rinse the cup out. So my 2 drinks are mixing. Thank you once again for using all the happy clouds. I will make them, I will make their smiles a little bit more visible. And I still have to make the happy trees, the happy little trees. You know, because Bob Ross, you gotta salute Bob Ross. Every time I see your name on the credits, I just think of the funny that we all were watching you play the game. Oh, cool. Awesome. I did a similar thing with coffee. I had, that's what I have, a Keurig, and used it for hot water for K-Cups. Yeah, I used it for hot water for coffee. I forgot that I left on the coffee pot and actually made coffee cup noodles. Awesome. Yeah. Yeah, I use the Keurig and then I foam the milk, but I use Godiva chocolate milk mix for the mocha part. Oh, we need to add zombie here in a second. Trying to keep track. Bum, 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 bum. It says, your joy, you're the best. Happy cloud, 5 happy clouds. Accidental cocktail, who knows? Yeah. Here we are, and thank you. You have made my day. Okay, cool. Glad I could help. Oh, that's funny. Someone's replying to the cup noodle, looks like. No, something else. Okay, you have made my day. Yeah, sometimes you just got to roll with what happens in the day. You just go and you don't clean your coffee cup out. You end up with chocolate water and lemon water. Yeah. It's so tasty too. Like I said, luckily my voice is sounding a little bit better today. At least it is to me. Oh, I don't know how it's coming across on the thing, but I still do have a little bit of an itch. But I have my Hall's cough drops, no relation. And I still have a bit of a drainage. Sounds good to me. Cool. Thank you. Thank you, Cardinal. Hello and welcome to Hall's Family Cough Drops. But sadly, no relation. 12 seconds. And have you ever tried? No. Okay. The question was, have you ever tried Kopi Luwak coffee? No, I've never heard of that. I don't know what that is. Okay, here we go. We are at JLLY. That would be level 21 on the full length. I think it was actually level 17, I think. Yeah, level 17 on the base game, not counting the extra levels in this Sega version. So we are 47% complete on the game. And here we go. Yeah, I like to... what do you think those pounders do? Smash big fat Vikings into little flat Vikings. We've seen that happen. It's not a pretty sight. Let's try not to find out. Okay. Olaf. Let's get everybody across. Okay, Olaf. I know. Okay. We need the smart bomb. Because we played this level several times yesterday, obviously we know where some of the secrets are. What's funny is I don't remember it being this blind, meaning when I say blind, I don't remember it being this blind where you're jumping off into darkness for no apparent reason. How's it going today, Joy? It's going well. Google it. Okay, I'll Google it later. Yeah. Guys, always giving me homework. Always giving me things to do. Ah. Doop, doop, doop. Oh, no. We gotta go here. So Eric can jump up. Now, the reason we lost the last time we played this is because we had everybody jump down into a hole that only Eric can get out of. And that was just stupid on my part. Okay, I've been told by Sky, don't Google it. Ah, it's a trap. What is it, like a nightshade coffee or something? Let me ask you this. Is the game sound too high for you guys? I feel like I'm yelling over it here. Yep. I'm going to bring the game sound just down a little bit because I feel like I'm having to yell over it. It's low compared to your voice. Oh, okay. Because I feel like I'm yelling over it, I'll put it back where it was. Okay. Higher volume than normal, but still okay. All right. I'm going to take Eric up here and get up. Try not to get killed while we get the... We need to get the arrow and get out. Okay. A little bit of skills there. Why is there an arrow thing here? Interesting. I don't remember setting that up. Oop. Baylog, come along. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, actually, I got activated. Interesting. Huh. Okay, we're going here. And then everybody needs a... a little bit tricky. Everyone needs to go in there. Eric is always a tough one because he's... You have to be so precise with him or he will not catch the little lip there. Bring Olaf forward. Okay. Mini Baylog. Okay, Eric. Ah! There were two. I forgot there were two. Oh, mighty Thor, please return my Viking to me. Schmack. I always thought it was funny that they always fall into every single level. There we go. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, I have two coffees that I switch between. I have, what is it? It's the Starbucks Pikes Peak, I think it is, or something like that, which is a K-cup. And then Newman's Best, meaning Paul Newman's Best coffee. I drink that one sometimes too. I like that one. But I alternate them every other day type thing because I'm a dork. What is your favorite Thanksgiving dish? Side dish? It's always mashed potatoes, my friend. In fact, later today, I will be starting prep to make the mashed potatoes for tomorrow's dinner. Because I have volunteered to make the mashed potatoes. Because I'm a mashed potato kind of guy. But it's got like all kinds of cool stuff in it, like bacon and, you know, just good stuff. Similar to Thor, I do cook. Don't get me wrong, I cook better than him, but that's okay. He does cook more diverse stuff than I do, though, because I'm not outgrowing mushrooms and stuff like that. But I do in fact make my own yogurt and stuff like that. Bacon is always good in marshmallows. Yes. You gotta have like bacon mixed in, but you also have to like some chunks of bacon on the top, you know, with cheese, so it's like all kind of cooks together. It's like good stuff. I want to make sure I don't use that bomb while I push this button, which should stop the stomper down here, which it did. We're gonna make sure that Olaf's shield is down, and then put it back up because he missed the jump. Thank you for your contributions to some of my all-time favorite games. You're very welcome. I'm excited to follow your content and journey as a streamer. Oh well, thank you. I'm excited to see where it goes. You know, I'm very appreciative of everything that everybody's been doing and helping out. And there's been a lot of really friendly stuff. And you guys have been awesome. So, yeah, I still have to learn about like bits and subs and all that other stuff. So if I miss like saying thank you for something, please forgive me. It's because I'm a moron. God, why doesn't he just get that damn thing? Get it. Thank you. Okay. Catching that little lip there is really difficult. So have you ever played Gothic? No. Although there is a card game that I really, really liked. I've only played it once, but I did go out and buy it, which is called Gloom. I don't know if you've ever played Gloom, but it's an amazing card game. I really, really like it. Now, granted, it's not like a bright and sunny, happy card game. It's more of it's gloomy, hence the name, you know. And the whole point is to make, the cool part about it is you're putting cards down on other characters to make them sadder, but you also have to tell the story as to what's going on, like, and that's the fun part, is everybody has to you don't just play a card, you make up a story to go with that card you played. And that I found absolutely awesome. Really like that one. Okay, we need to go here. Yep, let's get back in the thing. He can't touch us in there. Okay. Let's take Baylog up. And fire arrows. I was thinking, I forgot, I need to get Eric to give Baylog that fire arrow so that it's a, I think it's a one-hit arrow, the fire arrows are. You seem like dark fantasy. Are you a fan of H.P. Lovecraft? I've read it. I've read all H.P. Lovecraft, but I don't know about fan. I have dark moments or Dexter moments, shall we say? Let's call them Dexter moments. But I'm not like, I don't go out hunting for people. Does that make sense? That sounded absolutely terrible. Let's see if we can pass this to him. And then we want to use the bomb to do this. So let's drop the bomb to open that up. Now, I'm glad I saved the smart bomb, because now I think I can use the smart bomb here. Let's see, where are we at? HP Lovecraft. Did I get him? I got him. Okay. So, because Eric's the only one that can go down here, and he needs to come up here and get the red key. He also needs to see if there's something there. There is not. What about the other side? Nope. Then we go back down here, and we take a run at that wall. Nope. Okay. But here's where we died last time, because everybody can't jump back up there, only Eric can, and I missed that part. I know that some of you are thinking, but you built these things, why don't you remember them? Well, because I built these levels 30 plus years ago, and you forget where everything is. Sometimes you remember it when you first come into it. But you don't remember everything. So I mean, I think if I would have when I changed what I wanted my world to be many years ago, I think that there was a brief moment where serial killer probably would have fit, but I didn't go that way. So I mean, I think there was some potential there, but it just wasn't what I decided to do. Thor mentioned and showed a sword you get from Blizzard after 5 years in the company. Can you show us your sword as well? My sword is in the closet because it's broken. Unfortunately, we didn't. The first people that got swords were me and Mike and Alan and Bob and Sam, I believe, and Frank. And back then, we were a tiny company. We were only, I think, we were only 24 people then, and we didn't have the official big Blizzard sword. What they did was they went and bought swords just offline, or in a sword store, the cheapest ones they could find, and came and gave them to us. And I have it in the closet, but the handle broke off of it, so it's not displayed. It usually displays with the shield, which is back here behind me. But it's broken. You know, I really, it was funny because this was many years later. I think it was 10 years later when they finally came out with a true Blizzard sword. And I was like, oh, you're going to give us one? No, they didn't give us one. We had the sword we got, and that was that. But show off the ring. Okay, look. Ring. Showing off the ring. I've worn it every day since I got it. Oh, here's your power thing. Power Ranger. And it's blurry. It says Blizzard Entertainment. I don't know if they have a Wall of Fame. I haven't even been on campus for over 10 years, so. You know, I'd hope that they would remember us old timers somewhere. You know. Because we're just old and crusty. Okay. Here's another place where we died last time. We know that Olaf can do it. Oh, no, we want Olaf. We'll send Olaf ahead and he can figure out what's going on. Is there a way to turn them off is what we're looking for. No, there's no way to turn it off. It's just get through or don't. Okay. Eric's a tool. Just when you thought it was safe to breathe. Yes, he had the key. So nobody could leave anyway, because you have to get all of them or none of them. So we gotta bring Eric back and do the whole thing over again. And then we'll talk about, once again, about how hard all games were. Oh, Mighty Thor, please bring Eric back to us. Eric's a tool. I don't know why that would be commonplace for Erics you know in real life. I've known some pretty fine Erics, and I guess I've known a couple of tool Erics. Yeah, I think everybody's a tool once in a while. I mean, we're all just stupid humans, so. Show me a human that doesn't make mistakes, and I'll show you a human that lies. See, the good part about this level, though, is we know where everything is now. Joy, what do you think about WoW HS? Personally, I'd never get into it, and Classic to be is your favorite game experience, but I can't imagine. I do not know what the HC challenge is. I have not played WoW in many, many, many years. And I'm sure they're doing all kinds of cool stuff over there. I just haven't played. Oh, no, I haven't played hardcore WoW. Like I said, when I play WoW, I don't play with humans. I play it as a single player game. I always have. I did play, I did go on a raiding party once, and that told me that I should never do that again. And because it was, I got yelled at a lot because people going, you shouldn't pick that up. That's not for you to pick up. Don't pick that up. You know, that kind of thing. And I'm like, wait a minute. We're all here. We're all doing fine. Why are you upset about what I pick up? We're going to try something anyway. We'll get the arrows. Oh, we'll try not to get hit by the bucket tosser. Jump over him. Jump back. Hi! We're back. Okay. So, let's do this. Let's take that. Up and hand it to Arrow. Oh, Balog. God, I got my names mixed up. Okay. Now, that should give him unlimited firepower. We'll see how... Yes? Okay. So now he has high-powered weapons. Everybody in the tube. Got everybody in the first try. Yeah, I really just like playing games for game's sakes, and that's one of the reasons why I was really happy that Blizzard, we've always had a single player mode for all of our games. I'm not taking any responsibility for that. I'm just saying that we did, and I really enjoyed that because those are the games that I like to play most. Responsibility. I'm not taking any credit for that. Is what I meant to say. Sorry, I didn't mean responsibility. Yeah, one-shot arrows are awesome. I forgot about those. Nobody needs that right now. We need to bring him up. Did he fall? No, he didn't fall. Get back in the tube. Let's bring Eric up. Wait a minute. Interesting. How did we do that? Oh, that's because there's another one up here. That's how. Okay, boom. I'm like, I could have swore I had a... Yeah, the MMOs are great, but it says I feel the same about playing games. I prefer playing single player even on MMOs. Yeah, it's just, for me, it's just because I think I was raised from a point of view of in arcades you just played the game yourself. You didn't there were no multiplayer, not really multiplayer games in arcades back in the day. Okay, let's blast this guy with the smart bomb. And he's gone, and then get Eric to go up and get the key. Eric has the key. We've already tried to bash all the walls, so we know he can't get anything there. And jump up. Everybody back to the ladder, and then see if we can get anybody squished. Dance against himself. Yeah. And the few times I have played Dance Dance Revolution by myself, yes I have. Also played Guitar Hero by myself. I've played all kinds of games by myself. The whole point of Dance Dance Revolution is just to move. Get your groove on and move it. Move. Oh, we have 2 minutes before ads. Let's see if we can get through this level and not get squished. This would be a good place where multiplayer would be great, because if I had someone else playing, then they could like take Olaf and hold everything up. The problem is Eric just runs too fast. Okay. We don't want it that way. We want it kind of like that. Okay. Okay, got it. Okay, Baylog, it's up to you. We have about 1 or 2 minutes before ads. We're gonna try the same thing we just did with Eric. Ah, damn it. But look, we can open the gate before the ad. And get yelled at for not having everybody here. That's going to take me right to there. I knew it. Okay, well, ads are coming up. I enjoy games that are grinder type games. Someone asked what genre of games. It doesn't matter the genre. It's just is there a grind in it? Can I go and do things 1,000 times? I'm going to, as soon as the ads start here, which is just in a minute. Okay, let's see, genre. What's your favorite game of all time? In all honesty, and I've said it before, this is my favorite game because this is the first game that I ever worked on from concept to finished. And it's just fun to play. It's annoying, don't get me wrong. You know, that puzzle at the end there, I know I can get it. It's just going to take us a couple times, which means we have to run through all this other stuff first. You know, what I'm going to do is when we go, I'm going to put up the ad zombie here in a minute. I'm going to run and do a bio break real quick, and then come back. It shouldn't be long, and it'll be during the ads. So we'll have to go to zombie world. Zombie world. Oh, were there more subs? I'm sorry, I missed it. I'm so sorry. Let me. I'll get back to those when we come back. I need one for 6 months. Wow. So let me turn. I don't know. Okay, I'm back. Okay, let's see what it says here. Another couple subs. Wow. Thank you guys. Let me see if I can see this somewhere over here since we're in. Um, uh, ba, 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 ba. Show group was years ago. Wow, I didn't get any notification at all on that. Let me try over here. No, here is where we want to go. Home. Where's the list, peoples? I guess it would be on this one, right? Sorry, like I said, I don't know all the ins and outs of under alerts, maybe? Nope. Well, you would think it'd be on this page, but it's not. I have nothing I can do. We're back. Let me come back here. Let me go to this page so I know I can see it on this one here. Okay. Okay, so we've got 15 subs now. We're shooting for 10 today. Our bits are the same and our followers are about the same. Well, thank you very much for the subs, guys, and the 6-month one. That's awesome. I'm wow. That's pretty cool. I don't see who put them up, and I apologize for that. Oh wait, here. Mr. Linus Meow put one tier, subscribed a tier 1 for 6 months in advance. That's awesome. Thank you very much, Mr. Linus Meow. May I call you Mr. Meow? He was number 14 of 10, or 14 of 10. Where did the other ones come from? Here's one. A big element. I'll just call you A Big. Hey, A Big. Yeah. Well, subscribe with a tier 1. Thank you very much. Okay, I'm sorry if I'm missing those guys. I apologize. I probably have a setting set wrong or something somewhere. Let me look here. Subscribe. We'll put those back on. Let me turn on some of these things here, and then it will hopefully subscriber. Okay, hopefully that will highlight things for me. Sorry about that. Back to dying with the Lost Vikings. Yeah, that's us. I'm really hoping this doesn't turn into like 30s again. I'm really hoping that I'm not as big a moron as it appears that I'm going to be today. Thank you, Thor. Yeah, so I haven't learned a lot. I haven't learned everything about this yet, obviously. And I guess it's the financial part. I haven't quite figured out yet how all that works. Because I know that like a lot of guys have like what they call a little bit bucket on the side that like the bits fall into. I don't have one of those. I'll probably have to build one, of course, but we will see. Or get the plug-in for it or whatever it is. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, now there's a whole bunch of little frames around stuff. What's with the switch at the end? Oh, you mean the key? Well, they just want you to unlock the door so that you can go to the exit. No, it's not. It doesn't stop the trap. There's no switch at the end. It's a key for the red key that Eric will get here in a couple minutes. But it's not. There's no switch to turn off those stompers. I wish there was, but there's not. Because the switch at the beginning only turns off the big stomper at the beginning. It doesn't turn off. It only turns off that one. So like if we shoot, it turns that one off, but it doesn't turn the other ones off. I thought it would maybe stop the trap. Nope. Oh, we forgot to give Balog the fire arrow. I think he's right about there. Yeah, now he can consume that. And now he's a one shooter. Now he can kill them dead with one shot. Yep. Awesome. Technically, we only have to take Eric up from here, so... Oh no, we do need Balog. We do have a spinner. Stop posing. No, the trap is getting through the pounders. It's not, there's not a button or anything there. Yeah. Oh. Eric, give a bunch of stuff to Balog. Not that. There's the key. I'm absolutely determined. Someone said, you're determined to get me to replay these games. Yes, I am. Replay these games. Go get them out of storage. Go find them. I found one. Get them out. Play them. They're awesome games. See, now I'm probably going to have to make an emote for pounders. Because the pounders are just destroying us at this point. Trick here is they fall. And then you grab the ladder at the last minute. Nope, nope, that's where we wanted to be. Olaf, you don't have to worry about. He's like, I'm here. I'm a flying machine. Taurus, if you want something done. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that the button doesn't do anything else. Nope, see, we can push the button all day. Nothing happens. Let's walk Olaf across here. But yeah, there's only the key to open this door here. If I try to put Olaf on there, it's just he's not going to be able to. Okay, so. That's good. All right, Balog. Okay, take a breath. Well, we can open it. There's no secret. It's just going to unlock this door there so that everybody can exit, and then we'll go to the next wacky world. Just like that. Yeah, we did it. Almost completely screwed it up, but we did it. Eric, why are you always in such a hurry? You need to relax a little sometimes. My father has a runner. My father was a runner, and so was his father before him. I guess you could say I was born to run. That's right. Puns. That's what we're getting. Puns. Oh, Eric, that was bad. We have got through a level, boys and girls. Yearlings, unite. Let's see, let's mark it off the list here so we can update it. And then move that to there. We are now 49% complete. Oh, I could hear. I was wondering why I couldn't hear. The streams got muted somehow. Did it? Are we still okay with sound, guys? We're not rerunning. What we'll do, let's get through to the fight. and we'll see if we need to, if we can go back and do the bubble level again, because the bubble level, it's left scars. I'm just saying, just telling you, it's left scars in me. That's all I can say. How are we for time? Oh, we're fine. Okay. The new password is plunge. Okay, let's see. We need to learn things. To operate the crane, press A. To enter or exit, okay. Then move the magnet left or right. Press B to turn the magnet on and off. Okay, so A to get in, B to move it left and right. Or sorry. Okay, A to get in, move it left and right. B to pick stuff up and drop it. Okay, got it. So we get in. Oh, it gets a little hat. Go there, pick that up. Oop. Okay, we have learned a new trick. I think these levels have rivet throwers in them, if I remember correctly. Let's see what Olaf can do here. Olaf? Oh, he has a little hat too. What am I trying to pick up? Nothing there to pick up. Oh, shit. Okay. That's the problem. Okay. Let's see if we can, let's see if it's savable. And that's only going there. Can he pick up? Let's see if let's try this. We put his shield up. We'll put Beilong in there. Turn this, oh! We can get him back. Okay. Well, we must be able to get it from the top, maybe. Okay, obviously we're supposed to make sure to tag Yearjoy so he... Yeah, if you're not putting at Yearjoy on there, it's probably going by too fast for me to see. Sorry, guys. Oh, and I should check YouTube because oops. There may be people saying things there too. Hope you get well soon, dude. Enjoy family. Okay, cool. We're still there. We got 12 viewers on YouTube. We got we're at 270 here in Twitch land. Is that proper to say Twitchland? I don't know. Okay. Let's go back down here. Nobody has anything. Do we have to drop him and then see if he can hit it on the way down? That would be a tough puzzle. Let's bring him back here, see if we missed something back here. Let's drop him. Okay. Nothing down there we missed. Yeah, it looks like we have to drop Olaf and have him do a quick change for him. Quickly switch to him, and then hopefully he can hit the button on his way down. So prepare for death, people. Let's do this first. Let's go. Let's drop him there. Move that out of the way. We can stay on him and hopefully push the button on the way. Okay then, yeah. What the hell did I miss? Okay, everybody stop playing with the crane. Let's go over here and take a look. Oh, I remember this. I don't remember how to get that. Yeah. Let's take a look. Definitely getting harder. Oh, Mighty Thor, please bring him back. Pull the first block out of the hole and push it forward. Ah, I see what you're saying now. I didn't even think of that. If I pick the... No, first block won't get picked up. Won't pick it up. Good idea though. Let's do this. Is there anything up here we need? No. The problem is I'm not seeing the switch to turn that off. Because I thought that that switch would have turned off the power. Oh wait, I think you need to short the power altogether. If I remember correctly, there's a way to... I do not have a favorite Castlevania game, sorry. I believe Thor and his brother played a lot of Castlevania. It's been a long time since I played any Castlevania at all. Okay, so Balog cannot shoot an arrow at it, I don't believe. No, he cannot. Let's go down here a minute. Okay. With that, there's no opening here. There's a key back there, but I don't think Eric can double jump into that. I mean, I know that he could jump up there, but I don't think it gets him back. You definitely have to hit the switch, and the smart bomb is not gettable. At least that I can tell. Ah, okay, it is gettable. But will it work on a Switch? I don't know if it works on a Switch or not. Or on electric. Will it short out the electric? Oh, we're going to do a test. It does not. Okay. What's up there? Now, if he jumps down, he can't jump back. Oh, I see what we have to do. All right. All right, big brain. We have to pick up Olaf. We have to drop him enough to where he can push the button and then grab him again, which is going to be some tricky controller work. We have to grab him before, so we need to practice this. We need to jump to him, hit the button, jump back to Eric, hit the button. Pretty sure it's the same button. Let's see. Yep, it's the same button. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Oh, didn't do it fast enough. Did not do it fast enough. Castlevania game. The problem is that you have to switch back to Eric in time. I don't think it'll pick Maylog off, but we'll try. No, only picks up Olaf. Thank you, Thor. Thank you, Thor. Bum, 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 bum. Hello, the king of 99. Does 86 know that? Sorry. It's an old Get Smart joke. I was the head of creative services at Old School RuneScape, yes. Oh, there's a ladder? Oh, he's climbing the pipe. Okay, can he climb the pipe here? No. Interesting. Do you have a favorite and least favorite Viking? No, I like them all. They're my children's. I love my children's. The best children's are children's that aren't dead. But I have a tendency to keep killing these Vikings, and I don't mean to. Do you remember meeting Metzen and asking him, what the hell do you want? Yes, absolutely. Here, let's go. I'm gonna leave Olaf hanging there for a second because we're gonna talk about this a second. Okay, so long ago, in a city very, very close by. So I used to be the receptionist at Blizzard, and as a receptionist, you answer the phones. And one day the phone rings, and this guy calls and basically goes, "Can I bring my stuff in? I want to bring in my stuff." I'm like, "Okay, bring it in. Here's the address. There you go." He proceeded to call several more times. He argues this, but I seem to remember him calling at least 6 times, saying, "Can I bring my stuff in?" I'm like, "Yes, bring it in." Finally, I said, "Look, I don't care if you bring it in or not. You know, either do it or don't, but don't call back." You know, so because I was a very grouchy, as they say in the Play Fair book, curmudgeon-y person at that time. And so he finally shows up and he has his portfolio with him. He knocks on the door and comes in and stuff. And the first thing when you walk in the door back then, this was back on Bristol, not Bristol, on Red Hill. He would he first thing in, you see me, and he hands me his portfolio, and I look at it, and his stuff is really, really good, like really good. He was a really, really good artist, you know. And so I took it. I asked him to take a seat, and I went in and took it into Alan's office. I said, "Here's your next artist," and showed him the portfolio. And he came in and talked to him, and he actually hired Metzen right there on the spot, you know. And so that's how I met Chris Metzen, you know. And then he was on his way, because that was on a Friday. He was on his way to the river. He started, his first day was the following Monday after he went to the river for the weekend. And to this day, I still consider him a brother in arms, and he's an amazing human. I'm doing it kind of quickly because we're going to go to ads here in a second. But sometime I'll tell you how I met Chris's dad. That was an interesting thing. We are in ads. Sorry about that. Hopefully, I made the cutoff with the teaser about Chris's dad before the end of the before the commercial started or the ad started. Yes. Actually, it's mentioned in Stats' book too. I don't think it's mentioned in Play Fair. Yeah. Oh, good. I got it in time. Thank you, guys. Okay. I'm always down for a good dad story. Well, there's a lot of them. When we get to further games, there's a whole lot of them because that's where most of the meat of the stories are. As we added more people to the company, I did cover the Chris learning 3D story already, I think, but there's been some good ones. I'm waiting. Eventually, it's going to come. There's going to be a letter or an email or something that says, "Here's the stories we really hope you don't tell," and I will say to them, "I will do my best, but if I do tell that story, then we will break out the 60,000 baby names book and rename everybody in the story so that there's no connection to any human alive and or dead." It's the dead ones you have to worry about. But yeah, good stuff. I always miss that when the ads are over. I'm sorry, guys. That's what we got here. We got 15 subs. Good. We got about 10 more followers, and looks like no new bits, but that's okay. We will get bits as they come. Yes, I got it in time. Yeah. We'll cover my meeting Chris's dad later. That's a funny story. Okay, back to Vikings. This is tricky. Oh, wait. What if I dropped him here and I move this? Oh, nope. We move this slightly this way and turn it on. No, a little more actually. So he can fly into it as he passes, and I don't have to do a quick change. Let's give this a try. I think that's going to work, but I think that I need to press the button faster. That seems, maybe I'll move move it a bit closer. Let's try that. A long time ago, there was a boy walking on my lawn. I didn't want him walking on my lawn, so I shot him. I shot him with rock salt. He screamed. But Jesus, he screamed. But the dog thought it was funny. The dog thought it was real funny. I know he could have climbed up the pipe, but I kind of like using Olaf that way. Okay. Olaf, I think there's value in this. Let's see what we can do. Let's put you up here. Let's move this. Not you. This. Just a little bit, just so he can squeeze in. Turn it on. He started going up, and I moved out of the range of the thing. It's a cool puzzle, though. I like the puzzle. I like the puzzle aspect of it, because there's no way you're gonna be able to switch between them to turn the thing on anyway. So I think that we're on the right track. Oops! Actually, gotta wait till you actually grab it. Yeah, it's a hard one. If you know anything about Nintendo controllers, this is a hard one. If this is the way we have to do it, it's pretty hard. So just enough for Olaf to squeeze by. And hit the button. It's harder than you think. We're just going to consider Thord red. Yep. We're dying a lot on this one. What happened? We failed again. I hate it when that happens. Yeah, they do. Not very happy about it. I'm not really happy about it either. But some of these puzzles is hard. Get just enough. Okay. Oh, we actually have to turn it back on. I almost jumped without turning it back on. That's funny. It was too close. I think I'm trying to just move too fast. We'll put it in the middle, maybe. Okay, so the button pushes A. We need to have him float into... Ah! Do I have to make emotes for everything that kills me? Please say no. Please don't. Please don't. I'll give you happy tree emotes. I will. I'll give you some happy tree emotes. Is this a democracy? It can be sometimes. I mean, I will make things for... it's 3 emotes per. Per what? Okay, I missed something somewhere. So I have to go and build 3 emotes for every emote. So I have to have 3 different bubble sizes, 3 different gravestones, 3 different happy clouds. Is that what you're saying? Okay. Okay, Olaf, you got this. I've moved it a little bit farther away to account for his drift. Ah! Did you see that? Now we just need to bring him back without dying. He has not died. Look at that. We got that. Gotta get him here. Just saying that we're allowed to... Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know all the Twitch rules. I apologize. Did not know that you could use 3 emotes per. Okay. And up. Well, let's grab that. Okay. Does Olaf have his... I don't even know if Olaf has his shield down or not. Okay. Actually, no, we want it down. Yep, it's down. Okay. Okay, Balog. Let's see if this... Does that hurt him? I don't think it does. Nope. Okay, that's a problem. Olaf does have smart bombs. So let's see if we can get a little bit closer and see if there's another one. There's the exit. That's good to know. Okay, we know where the exit is. Okay, well, what we can do, because that's going to be a problem for the other guys. First off, we eat the steak. Second, we put this up and we walk back over this way. Is there a key that's needed over here? Oh yeah, there's something. What we want to do, get over here like this and kill them both. Just like that. That was good. Okay, we look okay. What's over here? Baylog, we need you. Just food. Okay, food. We can deal with food. We missed something. We had to have. How do we get to that button? No, there's no jumping in there. Eric may need to jump over. Let's get everybody up on the top. It might be that's what I'm saying, is Eric may need to just jump over. We'll see here in a minute. Okay, we may need to bring Olaf over and then have Eric stand on Olaf to jump so we can get more distance. I don't like jumping in blind. That's why I don't like jumping in blind. That is not what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to pick Olaf up and he's supposed to float through those teeth. I'm pretty sure that's what needs to happen. Now it happens. What we can do is we can test it. Let's test it. Now, he just walks off. Yeah. That's how close we were to the exit. I just sent the wrong guy over. Sent Eric over instead. My fault. Okay. Now we know everything that could be done. Could Olaf detach off the magnet by himself? It might... No, he can by dropping his shield, I believe. We can test that, actually. No, we can't test that because I've already jumped off the hill. I think he can by lowering his shield. But we need his shield up so he can soar. Don't send in Eric to do an Olaf's job. Very good point there, Meister. Burger. So, pretty straightforward level. 2 puzzles in there that you need to control Olaf's flying. I was really hoping not to go back to the first one because it's actually very hard. We've come back here so many times. This is a disgrace. But we're clobbering lots of monsters, haven't we? Give us a break, Eric. This is a tough level. It is. It is a tough level. I can't argue that one. Bump, 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 bump. Get Balog out of the way. Get Olaf in place. Bring Eric up. Up. By the way, it's okay to write suggestions on what to do in the chat. Yeah, sure. Go ahead. But like everything in the chat doesn't mean I'll see them. So nothing personal, but okay, we need to turn this back on. And hopefully we can get Olaf under it. Get the button pushed and get Olaf under it without... It wasn't easy the first time either. It's got to be a passing by thing. I think I'm just... It actually works better when when it's further away. I'm pretty sure that if Olaf lowers his shield, that he can, let's test that. If he lowers his shield, it drops him. Yeah, if he lowers his shield, it drops him. I think that's about where we had it the time it worked. Okay, Olaf's... Would it be easy to just... No, you gotta make it. You gotta get it to work. No, each character does not only have one hit point. They actually have 3. The problem is that when you hit electricity or some of the bigger kill spots, it drains those 3 completely because you keep falling into them, like in this particular case. Because it was just each character only have 1 hit point. Now, if you look underneath their portraits, there are 3 dots, and those 3 dots are their hit points. If you find things like shields and stuff like that, it'll put a blue dot up there, which means they'll have 4 hit points. But on average, it's usually just 3. But when you fall into things like electricity and stuff like that, then there is no... It's a fine line between making it and not making it. Turn it back on. That's making it. Mwahaha. There you go. What do you do outside streaming? Waste a lot of time? No. No, I work on personal projects and stuff like that, and that's basically it. Really, just work on some simple personal projects that I like doing, and you know, my youngest son's birthday is coming up in 3 days, so I will probably get hold of him and see how he's doing. Thor's brother, that is. His birthday is coming up. Grab the other smart bomb. Make sure his shield is down. Yep. Okay. We need Baylog. Kick him up there, Eric. Whoop. Actually, we didn't need to bring Baylog up here because Olaf had a smart bomb. So. Okay. Now we'll take Baylog. I should have used Baylog's smart bomb because I forgot that we're going to use a smart bomb up here, but I think Baylog can do it too, so it's just a matter of getting them both on the stream. There we go. Good job. Bum 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 bum. Okay, I'll stand him there. We'll go ahead and just use Baylog to put him over where he needs to be. We made it before. Okay, we made it again. Let's bring Eric up. Come on down. If Demeter is so evil, then why does he leave these bombs and machines for us to use? No one else in video games wonders about that stuff. Yeah, quiet. Quit being a troublemaker, Olaf. Yeah, Olaf is a troublemaker, but he also saved us from that level. Let's see where we're at. Go back to the list here. We are at, I think we passed 50% now of the game. 50% of the game is, we're at 51%. The level code is battery, BTRY. For those of you playing at home. Let me see if there's any things I missed. Your cloud, Magnus, Olaf, and by moving shield you could control his elevation. Couldn't you? No, his shield just is up or down. He just floats. I think in Lost Vikings 2, if I remember, he can fart and propel himself a little bit, but I think that's in Lost Vikings 2. What do you do outside of streaming? Well, I hang out with my absolutely gorgeous girlfriend. I tease her children just as much as I tease my children. I went and saw the movie Wicked with them on Sunday, and that was awesome. That's kind of what I do. I kind of hang out. I do work on some personal work. In fact, last night I was writing some code because I have a... let me go back to full screen here because the music's throwing me off and we're going into ads here soon. I write some code because I write stock evaluation programs because I'm interested in that stuff, and I like seeing how that goes. I put stuff together for this, like I made the happy clouds last night. I gotta make some happy trees tonight. and possibly some squishers, but I'd have to figure out how to make animated versions of the emotes because it says there's some animated, but I don't know what the format is. So that's what I kind of do. I kind of just basically fuck off all day, if I can say that. That's what I do. I'm 63 years old. I wander around, you know. I might go get gas in the car this week sometime. I haven't put gas in the car since July. And here we are. Random question. If you could pick up any vehicle from the 70s and 80s, show to you be yours. 70s and 80s show. No, just give me a car from the 70s or 80s. Actually, I'd take 69. A 1960. I used to have a 1969 Camaro SS 327. Great car. How does it work? Okay, we'll talk about this when we come back. What happened to the Cobra? I sold it. What happened to the Cobra? I sold it. Before I went to, well, I mean, all these are great questions. I'll answer them in 1 minute and 10 seconds. Because the ad zombie is very clear. Let's change this to just chatting for a little bit because we're going to answer some questions. Just chatting, update, check. I'm going to chat for a little bit and then we will definitely go back to playing Lost Vikings. We're just going to get some of these questions answered. 43 seconds. I'm wondering if it, no, because if I move it over there, then it's going to be, my mic's going to be in the way. So, I'm so purty. Look how purty I am. I got a hole in my head. Yes, I sure do. I got a hole in my head. Thank you, Gerald. Okay, 17 seconds to go. Boop a doop boop. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're back. And we're answering some questions. Let me go back up here where the questions were. Okay, that was the suggestion. What do you do outside stream? I basically just do old people things. No, I don't do old people things. I make food. I make my own yogurts. I make my own kefir. I hang out with my girlfriend. I play with their kids. All that kind of thing. You know, just the normal stuff. You know, not a whole lot of stuff. I do some traveling when I need to, because I do need to go back to the UK now and then, and California and a couple other places. Let's see. Let's go down here. Random question. This is from Sin76 is what I'm going to call it. If you could pick any vehicle from 70s or 80s show to be yours, what would it be? In the 70s and 80s shows, there's no vehicle in there I would pick. Stock evaluation programs. How does that work? Basically, I write for myself. Using Python, I taught myself Python to be able to go and evaluate stocks based on criteria that I'm testing to see if I pick good stocks or bad stocks. And then it pumps out stocks at the end telling me these are the ones you should look at and watch. And then if you're brave enough, invest in. But all that's kind of on hold right now because we need to see where the world's going to go in the next year. But I still keep doing it. What happened to the Cobra? Okay, well, I had the Cobra from 1998 until 2019. It was a fantastic car. I love that car. But unfortunately, I didn't feel right putting it in deep storage when I went to the UK because I didn't know how long I was going to be in the UK. And quite frankly, it's a car that you really want someone driving. It's an amazing car. I know I scared Thor, and he talks about this, is that I scared him to death because both he and his brother really wanted this car when they were little. And then I took Thor for a ride in it, and he said, I will never get in that car again because it scared him pretty bad. But it wasn't a car for the weak, not weak, not saying Thor's weak, but it wasn't a car that you would go and pick up and then just kind of drive around. It was a car that was a lot of fun. It had about between 600 and 700 horsepower. And the fastest I ever had it up to was 180. But it was a lovely beast. I love that car. But I watched there was a movie years and years ago. I think Michael Sarrazin's in it. And Raul Julia's actually in it too. One of his first films is called Gumball Rally. And that's the first time I ever saw an AC Cobra. And I go, one day I want one of those cars. And when StarCraft shipped and we got the first amazing check, I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to go buy one of these cars. And I bought one. This one was one that was built by Ron Butler. This is number 54 of 100 that he built after leaving Cobra's racing team, because he used to run Cobra's racing team. And this had a 428 Cobra Jet motor. It had an MG front end. It had an XJ rear end. It had a fuel cell in it. It was built to just go fast. That's all it did. Weighed about 2,100 pounds with about, like I said, between 600 and 700 horsepower. And in California, I used to go hunt vipers in it, because if any of you have ever been to California, then you'll know that you see vipers driving around all the time with these guys that look like they basically just stepped off GQ magazine. And my point of that is, okay, I need to ruin your day. So I would go and look for them on the highways in California on the weekends and pull up next to them at the light and rev it up, and they'd rev it up and they think that they were awesome, and they would, the light would turn green and I would destroy their egos, which was always fun. Because if I remember correctly, the Viper weighs about 3,300 pounds and it has about 400 plus horsepower. And I weighed 2,200 pounds with me in the car. And I had twice the horsepower they did. So almost twice. So it was fun. There was one time on Coast Highway, we were sitting side by side at the light. Both of us were revving up. And I looked ahead, because you always want to look to make sure the road's clear. But there's a hedge across the light. There was a hedge, and I just saw the bumper, the push bars on the front of the cop car sticking out from the hedge. And I'm like, okay. So the light turned green and the Viper took off, and I just like putted through the light, and the cop pulled him over. And I said, okay, I'm going to count that as a kill anyway, but it was funny. Made me laugh. That is a shame. We have some Cobra replicas here in England. Yeah, I saw a couple in the classic car club that I'm in. They're cool cars. They are a lot of fun. I love that thing to death. But when you put the big blocks in them, it is quite scary. Can be quite scary. And not everybody's ready for that. You also have to be careful, because when you're climbing in and out of them, you can get burned by the exhaust pipes on the side. I'm pretty sure, I think it was my ex-wife burned her leg on it, or someone had burned their leg on it at some point. Let's see. Off topic a bit, but what's your hair care routine? Can't help but be curious. Okay. My hair care routine. Wash it, condition it, leave it the hell alone. That's pretty much it. Every once in a while, in fact, I did this Monday morning. I'll just take up my normal bar soap and wash it and get whatever buildups on it from any shampoos or stuff I use. But I use a pretty base shampoo. It's just like what is it called? I don't know. It changes all the time. I just grab whatever shampoo and conditioners that seems to be good and just try it for a little while, and does his thing. Yeah, that picture, I just realized, yeah, I got some long hair. It's not Thor long, but there's some long hair there. Could we please have the Chris dad story you mentioned earlier? I don't remember if you shared it yet. No, I have not shared it yet. So after we hired Chris, and I think Chris will appreciate me telling this story because it's a cute story. If you know anything about Metzen is he is a natural force. Anytime you're near him, he's just just coolness just leaks off of him. He's just like, and I love this man to death. He is absolutely amazing. But long ago, when he was 19 years old, about a couple months after he started working for us, we weren't even Blizzard yet. We were either Chaos Studios or one of those at that time. His dad had come to the office, and I don't remember why his dad came to the office. I think he was just coming to take Chris to lunch. And he's standing in the little lobby area where my desk is, and he's looking around, and there's like a Wonder Woman poster on the wall, and there's like all kinds of like game stuff everywhere. And under his breath, he said, and I don't think he meant for me to hear it, but he goes, "I can't believe someone hired my son to do this." And I just went, "Excuse me?" And then I went off on this small tirade about how talented his son was and how lucky we were to have him in the office. And I didn't think anything about it. I just said, "Look, your son's talented. We're lucky to have him, and there's no other place I think he should be. He's just amazing." Now, I didn't think anything of it because I did that kind of shit all the time. But a while later, like months later, I was out with Chris doing something, and he goes, "You took Daddy Metzen down." I'm like, "What?" He goes, "Dude, you just thrashed my dad." I go, "I didn't mean to." He goes, "No, you don't understand. Nobody's ever done that before. Dad is like all father, I'm like, "I'm sorry, but that was how I met Chris's dad." And Chris just always just like, "I cannot believe you did that. Nobody has ever been able to just like stop him like that." I go, "Well, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to." Yeah, but it was funny, and it's a story that Chris told me that just made me laugh. One thing I was remembering is when Chris came to us, he was working, I think, at J.C. Penney's at the loading dock. That was his job, and he was drawing him on the side type thing for himself. And he got promoted to, I hope I get this right, he got promoted to watch repair, which is funny when you think about the fact that there's no way he could have worked with really itty bitty tiny parts like that, because I don't think his eyes would have put up with it, but he came and applied to us so that he wouldn't have to move to the watch department. That always cracked me up. So, Chris, if I'm wrong, please correct me. I hope I've told both those stories correctly. And I still apologize to your dad 1,000%, but you are a talented guy, and he should know that, and he should hear it. So there, that's it. You don't diss Blizzard people in front of me. It's not going to work out well for you. He didn't diss him. He just made comment. You wouldn't want a Knight Rider car or a DeLorean. No. In fact, although the car I have, because I have a plug-in hybrid, a Lexus plug-in hybrid, and the front end looks so much like the original 70s and 80s Cylons that I might put the blue light going back and forth, and then have a little recording that shoots off every now and then that says "by your command." That would be cool, because it does look to me like a Cylon head. I will not be putting a picture of my car up because you don't need to see what my car looks like. But it's just a plug-in Lexus, but it's a good car. I had mentioned I might go put gas in it later. It's something that's pretty funny because it's a plug-in. The last time I put gas in it was July 8th. and I'm trying to set a record of 1,500 miles. I need another 100 miles to put 1,500 miles on it for that same tank of gas, which I'm still on. I still have two little dots on the tank of gas, so I'm trying to get to 1,500 miles, which will be a new record. No, not the 2004 Battlestar, the original 70s and 80s Battlestar. So that's my goal right now. And I should be able to do it. You know, I don't have a lot of long driving to do in the next month, so. What is this? How did your whole mouth? What? Okay, something weird's going on here. Held. Shut your whore mouth. Oh, interesting. Okay. What was that about? Uh. Okay, guys, be nice to each other. Please don't put me in a position to do the dad voice thing. I just don't want to. You know, let me get the remote if we have to do that. Don't say horrible things to each other. I'm not sure what that was about, so I will have to go back and look at that later and see if there's anything I need to. Oh, here's another one. There you were involved in the pretty much every Blizzard cinematic that I love. I just want you to know that as an admirer of those cinematics blew me away. Cool. And I still think some of the stuff from Diablo 3 and Taika Suit Up cinematic are some of the best cinematics in the entire industry. Yeah, the guys that did those ones are amazing. The cinematics team is absolutely amazing. Let's see. Okay. We have passed ones where I guess there were a couple things that AutoMod weren't happy with. One I think was probably justified. The other one I don't think was, but we will continue on. Unfortunately, I missed them. I missed the time. I guess there's a time where I can say it's okay to leave those, and there's a time, and then beyond that point I can. And I just missed them. One of them, yes, I would have approved. The other one, I would have said, yeah, don't put it up. Yeah, she was. I love that car. Yes. In fact, the license plate back here on the wall was the license plate from that car. Metzen Senior. Yeah. He seemed like a very, very nice guy. Very business oriented. You know, had a suit and tie and all that other stuff. He was a pretty nice guy. I probably went a little overboard in my conversation with him. Yeah, I mean, I'm learning that is it says someone said if someone misbehaves in chat, you can ban them or give them a timeout for a while. Yeah, I still am learning about that stuff, but there are a couple times when the mod ban guy or whatever it is, I guess it's the machine, pulls stuff out itself. It doesn't like the word redneck. I learned that. Someone said Thor was weak. I said that as a joke. I'm sorry. Was meant to name of humor. Oh, that's fine. Yeah. Thor's awesome. But he can also take a joke. Trust me, I raised him. He can take a joke and he can fire right back at you. So if you want to take the shot, he will more than be happy to shoot right back at you. Troy Tech says, I troll him constantly. It gives him more things to talk about. He's really, really good at it. No, I think that Thor kicks my ass on this stuff without a doubt. He 100% kicks my ass on this stuff. Excuse me just a minute. I'm going to cough. And I'm back. Well, both he and his brother. I mean, I made smart asses out of them real early. And it was all prep for high school. You know, I wanted to make sure that they could walk into high school and defend themselves against any attackers verbally, so that they wouldn't have, and with humor, so they wouldn't have to get in fights and things like that. And I think it worked out pretty well. Well, I think I gave him the ability. That's just talk. I mean, like it's like the movie thing. Like I put up a movie every day here. I made him and his brother literally sit down and watch nerd movies all the time. And one of the things that Thor came back with at one point, he goes, I was at school and a group of people were talking about movies and I knew every single movie they were talking about and they were so amazed. I'm like, yeah, because it was important to me that they have that kind of knowledge before high school, because high school, like for high school for me, was a disaster. You know, it was the 70s and we had nothing and you were just brutalized constantly. But helping him to become a smartass was the right thing to do. And same thing with his brother. So that both of them can defend themselves quite well verbally and physically if they had to. You know, I paid a lot to make sure they were trained to fight and stuff. So they're quite good at it. Luckily, they don't have to that often, or haven't for a long time. But that's good. Yeah, I wouldn't fuck with them. If I'm not mistaken, you've said a few streams ago, that you never threw anything out. How many old computers do you have? I have a lot of them. I have 386s, I have 486s, I have P90s, I have, I have a lot. I still have my Commodore 64 that I had before I even went into games, including the Commodore um, tape drive that went with it. But that is all in storage. Yes, it is. But I have copies of most of the drives on the ones that are in storage. So, as I'm going through chat, I am only looking at the ones that have the Year Joy highlighted, because there's a lot of stuff going by pretty quickly. I mean, the Triva Tree said, I love that you prepped them for the dark side of high school / life. Is the best thing a parent can do, prep you for reality before it double whammies you. Without a doubt. The bottom line is you have to, do you have any Commodore Amigas? Yeah, I have a 500 Amiga, which was the first Amiga I bought. I still have it. If you're not helping your children prepare for the realities of the world outside, then you're doing them a huge disservice. You know, whether it's verbally or verbally, to me, is always better, because you can make enemies into friends by being sarcastic. At least that's what I've learned, you know. And P90s, yours P90s. I say P90 because there was a processor called the P90 that came out that was the fastest thing ever for its time. And not a Belgian machine gun. Sorry. Insert witty comment about knowing this is an old PC model here. Yeah. Yes, the P90 processor. What I was saying is, yeah, humor is a good thing. I know a lot of people can't take it. I mean, like I show with my T-shirts every day. I have a smart ass remark on me pretty much 24 hours a day somewhere. You know, because because of my past, I don't take a lot of silly things seriously. I just go, okay, yeah, great, you know, move on. I guess, do you have anything exotic like an SGI or a Sun Machines? No, I couldn't afford anything like that. Yeah. Kids are horrible. It's great to taught them. Yeah, you have to teach your children to deal with the world. An A500. Is it right next to me? I have. Awesome. That's how I learned 3D on that, and then went to a 1000 to do the final renders. And I noticed someone on the chat the other day was talking about render time was hellacious. All render time is hellacious, no matter what you're doing. When we did Warcraft 1, the intro and all the movies for Warcraft 1, they were 320 by 240 pixels, and each frame on a 386 took about 45 minutes to render. And we were doing, I think, 30 frames a second back then, or trying to. I remember one time, what were we working on? I think it was probably StarCraft. I might be wrong, though. The first StarCraft is one of the programs came in and said, your cinematics should be 20 frames a second. I'm like, that is an odd frame rate. It's not going to work. You need at least 24, 29.97, or 23 or 30. He goes, no, the program's optimum is 20 frames a second. I go, yeah, but that doesn't work for animation. It does not work for rendered stuff. It's going to be weird. Okay, I got a weird curl escaping here. I'm going to tuck him in. So we went round and round because they're like, oh my God, it's 20 frames a second. I go, there's no editor, because there was no editor at the time that could edit at 20 frames a second. You could set it to 24, you could set it to 29.97, you could set it for all the standard frame rates, but there was nothing that could do a 20 frame a second. But the programmer kept insisting. We went, nope, it'll be 24, and we made it 24. Think about moving into full motion picture after Cinemax. No. Nope. That's hellacious. I mean, I'll make small films. In fact, I've helped produce a couple small films, and provided funding through different things for small films. A recent one was a film called Behold, which came out. I think it came out like a month ago, 2 months ago. So yeah, I'll help fund friends and stuff like that to do different stuff, but I need to probably make a little more money on this before I do a lot of funding of stuff going forward. Any games that I work on, they'll be my own personal games. They won't be for companies at this time. I do some consulting, but not like every single day. What's the password for the current level? Okay, the password for the current level is BTRY, battery. I just bought the Blizzard Arcade Collection and want to play. Okay, cool. Okay, what is this? This is a long one. What is this? I think I've had... Oh, wait. I thought I changed that. Hang on a minute. We put this back to just chatting again. Don't want to get the category gods mad at us. Okay. I think I've been I think I'd have liked being born a decade or two earlier to know about all the stuff you guys knew about, but thankfully me being a giga nerd of my time, I know a fair bit of today's PC and help people with it. Right next to me, I have a 9800 XD 3D that just came in the mail yesterday. Awesome. This is a finalization of a decade of trying to get into a position where I could afford and get my own desktop after drooling on catalogs, and I'm super hyped to finally build this dream of mine. Awesome. Yeah, always be learning, always be finding new stuff, and chase those little dreams that you have, but do them within reason. He said that it took him a while to get financially in the position where he could do it, and I'm 100% for that. What I would say is, do all that stuff, chase all the things you want to chase, but do them within your means and hopefully eventually chasing those things and learning those things will give you more means to do things with. We're going to go to a commercial here in a minute where I just saw the yellow thing come up. Did you hear about Reboot when it was coming out in the 90s? It sounds familiar, but I don't know. I would have to go and look it up. Is there any time you bought a new computer or processor or video card and then got super disappointed? Yes, many times. That's why I learned how to build my own. So now I just buy cases and then I go and buy parts and then build the machines that I want. So all my machines I have are personally built. We are in ads now, so I can get caught up on a couple things here. Have you ever played RuneScape? Yes, I have. I've played RuneScape 12 years ago. I played some RuneScape when I worked at Jagex in Cambridge. No. Okay, we'll read that one when we come back. Well, I have... Okay. Yeah, I want to read that one on live. Like I said, I'm still adjusting to this. I'm still trying to understand it all. There's a lot of moving parts. I mean, what I have to go through just to get YouTube to work. I got it to work once last Monday, and now every day I feel like I'm a basketball player that has a routine before the show. And if I don't do that routine, then YouTube won't work. But there's apparently a lot of steps to get YouTube working. And apparently I finally figured it out, because all the videos don't show you all the steps with YouTube. So there are a few. I like that one. We're going to talk about that one. We're going to come back in 10 seconds. I think we did that one. That one. Okay, and we're back. So I was talking about YouTube working again. Is I was talking about how I have a routine now before the stream that I do every single time since last Monday, because every single time since last Monday I've got YouTube to work. So I do probably about 20 or 30 steps on both programs in a certain order that seems to make YouTube work. If I don't do those steps, I was equating it to like a basketball player or any other athlete type person that, okay, I have to put my left sock on first, then my right sock, then I have to put my shorts on, that kind of thing, where I do the same routine just so that I'm hoping that YouTube works. And so far it's working. It's worked 7 days in a row, 7 working days in a row. So I'm pretty happy about that. So that's what I was talking about during the ad break here. Let's see what it says here. Is there any time you bought a new computer or processor? Yeah. Or process or a video card and then got super disappointed with the performance and returned it? I've never returned one. What I have done though is I've gone to the point of only using computers I've built. So every single computer I have in here, I built by hand myself, which gives me the opportunity to hide a bunch of stuff in them as well, as far as like protection stuff and different kinds of tracking systems and things like that. Have you ever played RuneScape? I played RuneScape back in probably about 15 years ago, and then hadn't played it again until I moved to Cambridge and was working with Jagex. And then played it a couple times there, but was mostly busy trying to help the creative services team grow and get where they need to be. Blind Cat Studios. Okay. Possibly silly question. Years ago, when Westwood Studio was around, someone who worked there told me that Blizzard took something from Red Alert for the creation of StarCraft. Any truth to that? Not that I'm aware of. Most all the code that I know of in the beginning for StarCraft was written by Bob Fitch. Um, so in the original code of the stuff that we showed that we ended up throwing away was original Warcraft code. But Bob Fitch wrote the original code for the final code, the final base code for StarCraft, and there was no Westwood code that I was ever aware of. As a teacher and a mom, I love hearing you speak about preparing your children for high school in a way that you did. Yeah, I mean, my high school was a tough high school. Not a tough high school. I mean, it was in Dana Point, and it was Dana Point High School. DHHS Dolphins all the way. But it was the 70s, and I was not prepared for high school in any way, shape, or form, and got teased pretty hard, both in high school and junior high school, and did not come from a household that was conducive to learning or anything like that. So when my kids started growing up, I introduced them to a lot of movies that I actually share with you guys every day, and then also help them to become natural smartasses, which is always good. I mean, it can get you in trouble sometimes, but it can also get you out of trouble a lot of times. And they learned it pretty well. Also helped give them names that weren't conducive to much harassment. Thor did pretty well. His brother did as well. I will not say his brother's name here online, but his brother, both their mom and I gave them names that were pretty solid. Because you have to think about that stuff, is how can their name be used against them in childhood? So we put a lot of thought into that kind of stuff, and it worked out good for us. And it worked out good for them. But teaching them nerd things and stuff like that really, really helped them go. And it didn't hurt that at the time they were in high school, they could say, well, my dad works for Blizzard. I mean, that helped quite a bit as well. And met a lot of their friends because of that. Okay, let's see here. The Geek Knows 72. Actually, I'm so into PCs that the subscriber badges on my channel are CPUs of increasingly older models. Do you have a YTech chip in there? That's a Geek Knows 72. Because when I was in television, we had the 386s that we were building stuff in, but you could buy, if you had the right motherboard with two CPU POC sockets in there, you could put a YTech chip in there, and that YTech chip, I think I'm saying it right, would then do all of your rendering for you, and it sped it up like unbelievably fast, which today would be like, you call that fast? That ain't fast. But if you have like all kinds of stuff, the YTech chip is something that saved a lot of graphics companies and stuff. How do you feel about Linux? I don't feel anything about Linux. I don't use it, so I don't know that much about it. It's not something that I've ever spent any time on or used. Oh, there was a no there. What was the no? No. He's our dad. Oh. Just now realized you're Thor's dad. Laugh out loud. And then someone came back with, no. He's our dad. Yes, I am Thor's dad. I have been Thor's dad since the day he was born. Yeah. GPUs. Sorry for... From the soon-to-be announced RTX 50, the RTX 8000, and then with each subscription milestone, an older generation goes back 7 generations, or about 12 to 13 years back, like so. Oh, okay. Yeah, the white techs were in the 80s is when I first heard about them when we first started using them. But those were because you could get motherboards with two CPU sockets, and one would be just your general running the computer thing, and the other one you would assign to rendering if you were using things like Digital Arts, which was a 3D program way back then that we used in television. Yeah. What made you want to work at Jagex, and what did you think of Cambridge? I loved Cambridge. So here was the plan: is both myself and Mike Donatelli, who we both were co-studio heads at 6 Foot in Houston for a while. Is we left 6 Foot, and I went back to California. He stayed there in Houston where he was, and then one day somebody told me that Jagex was looking for a creative services director, and I'm like, okay, well. So I sent my resume in and forgot about it. And they called me and we did an interview. And then they called me back and said, no, we're going to go with someone else. And I'm like, fine, no big deal. I was setting up to do actually this in California. When and then about 3 months later, I wrote them back and said, just want to check in, make sure you guys got everything you taken care of. So if there's anything I can do to help, because I was thinking, you know what, I could give them some help if they wanted it. And they said, can we call you tomorrow? I'm like, sure. So they called me and offered me a job as the creative services director. And I'm like, I put some thought into it and I go, well, all my time that I spent in Europe, I could, anytime I wanted to go somewhere, I could just jump on a train and go. And I thought that was really cool. So I'm like, I looked at how they do, how work works there, for lack of a better way to put it. And one of the things I noticed is when you walk into a job there, you can automatically have 30 days off in a year of vacation time, and then 8 what they call bank holidays or individual holidays like Christmas or whatever, So I'm like, okay, well, what I can do is I'll go, and because I have so much time off, I can jump on a train and go to the countries I haven't been to yet, because I've been to quite a few in Europe. I can jump on the train and go to Paris for the weekend, or I can go to Spain, or I can go, over back to Germany or whatever, because 6 Foot had a office in Germany, and I went there a couple times, which I loved it. If you can get it, currywurst is probably one of the best meals ever made. Gotta have it. And then, so I flew out and I went to Ruinfest and thought it was really cool. So we had a conversation and they said, okay, well, we'll hire you. So that was my plan. And then like a week before I went out there, I found out that Mike Donatelli got hired there too, which I thought was hilarious. So what we were going to do was the same. I told him what I wanted to do is just jump on trains and go places. He goes, sure, I'll do that. That's awesome. But I got there in November of 2019, and like 4 months later, COVID hit and everything got locked down. So only real place I could go was to work and home, and never got to do all the train stuff I wanted to do. Got to do some once COVID started like lightening up a bit. And the British government pumped me full of vaccines and stuff, which was cool. Thank you, British government. I cannot speak any higher of the NHS. They treated me very, very well when I was there. So that's what took me to there. And I was really lucky. And I said to the team when I first got there, I said, look, I will be here until I'm not needed anymore. And which means that once you guys all, to me, once I feel you're in the right place, once I feel that your leadership is fine and stuff like that, I'll leave. And that's what I did. I spent 4 years rebuilding the team and getting the right people in the right places. And then went to my boss and said, they don't need me anymore. So let's start working on the exit out. And he goes, okay. And that was that. Came home. Now Matt Parrish and Nikki are running the team, and they're amazing. And I cannot speak higher of either one of them because when I first got there, yes, Nikki was a producer, but now she's a senior producer. Matt was an artist. Now he's the creative director. Hopefully for the whole company now, but he is creative director. He amazing. Both of them absolutely amazing. I cannot speak higher of either one of them. They're just absolutely amazing. I know Nikki just got promoted like a month and a half ago, and I wrote her and said congratulations on their promotion. I think that both of them, they should have been in those positions, in the higher positions a long time ago, but we had to remove a couple layers of management that was holding all that back. And we got all that removed, and we got everything kind of straightened out. And we got a new boss in for not just them, but me. And it worked out great. And all of them are doing very, very well. But that's why I went to Cambridge, was to travel, and then ended up not being able to travel because of COVID. But I did go some places. I did jump on the train quite a bit. And their public transportation system is amazing. Luke and Leo, I've been warned by others not to look up this coffee you speak of. So I wonder if it is probably not the right thing to do. No, I like to build teams. I remember one time we were in management training at Blizzard, and we had the machinima team, and I had just got it to the spot where they were actually working really, really, really well. And we were in this training, and the instructor asked me, she goes, well, what does your team think of you? And before I could answer, I remember Mike Morheim going, his team frickin' loves him. And I'm like, what? Yeah. So that was always funny to me. Okay, so someone's trying to get me to look up cat poop coffee. I wrote to Thor was talking yesterday about his dog eating cat poop. So I wrote him a small note. I go, to dogs, cat poop is almond roca. So yeah, dogs will eat cat poop. I built my first computer last month at 33 after being out of tech for almost 12 years. I've learned so much. Happy to see you stream and encourage others to do the same. Yeah, 100%. The next computer you buy, build your own. Here's why. Because if anything ever goes wrong, you will be able to fix it. If you want to upgrade, not just say the video card, but you want to upgrade the CPU, you'll know how to do that. It's not as hard as you think it is to build a computer. There's a guy that I've been a couple times. I'm trying to remember. It's like 2 cents or something like that on YouTube. God, what was that guy's name? Let me see if I can find it real quick. But he, if you ever get stuck building a computer, or if you want to know about what software to put on new computers, all this stuff, there is a couple guys out there that have streams that just do that, that talk about tech and stuff like that. And there's one particular, let me see if I can find him here. No, that's not going to do it. But there's a couple that I use. Also, I also built my, oh God, where'd it go? Let me see if I can find him here. He's really got, here he is. Jay 2 cents. Jay's 2 cents. JAZ TWO cents. That he seems really, really solid. And I used him to, when I was first building the newer machines, I had a couple problems where certain things didn't work, and I went to his websites or his videos on YouTube and was able to figure it out, which I thought was amazing. I've also built all of my NAS systems, because I have several NAS systems. I just built a new Synergy one that is up and running as of like a week ago, so I'm really happy with that. And it's worth learning. It's like if you have a car, learn the basics of the car, of what you need to do to do that, you know, to fix it should something go wrong. Okay. Here we go with the coffee again. I'm not going to look up cat poop coffee. We do not need cat poop coffee. We just reached the bit goal thanks to Daddy. Oh, thank you, Daddy Droken. It's donation. Thank you. Wow, that's awesome. That is really, really cool. Thank you very much, Daddy. Yay, Daddy. Or should I say, thank you, Daddy? Yeah, okay, no, that's kind of weird. Yeah, J2 says is the one that I like to do. And he also covers just a whole bunch of stuff about different peripherals and stuff like that, and helping you figure out what cards are best for what you're trying to do and things like that. I've been really, really happy with that. And there's another one, but I don't see it here to give you the name. But yeah, 2 cents, J2 cents is the first one that I would go to look up stuff, because he's pretty cool, and he does a really, really good job. I agree. It's not hard at all. No, building computers is not hard at all. I mean, as long as you get like the right motherboard for the right peripherals that you're doing, it actually literally is you're snapping it together. Yeah. Yeah, it says Jay's is where I learned a lot about computers. Cast 00003. Yeah. Yeah. But you'll learn the basics, which is what it is, and then as you do it more and more, you'll just become more accustomed to it, and it's actually quite good. It's like, let's see, what other. Let me put a follow on him so that I don't lose him next time. There he is. Hopefully it won't stop speaking. Subscribe. Okay, we're subscribed. That way he'll come up in the list. The list of people I follow on the YouTubes. Hello and welcome to the YouTubes. Okay, are we just about caught up? Stupid easy nowadays, yeah. Now, I've been building computers since the, God, I think I built the first one sometime in the 90s. Back in the old days. Or, I want to say that my first PC I built had a Cyrix CPU in it. That's how long I've been doing it. Awesome. God, I don't even remember that. Yeah, you gotta remember, I come from a time when CPUs didn't have names. That's your processor. It was before the 256 processors came to be. Now they're just like unbelievable. It's like I had showed the thing where the U.S. government daisy chained a bunch of PS3s together. And we talked a little bit about, in the old days, you couldn't take like a PS3 to some countries in the world because they were illegal to go there, because you could use them to do pretty nefarious things with, you could use them basically to launch rockets and shit. So they didn't like you taking that technology into certain parts of the world. Oh. Okay, the oldest thing I remember adding to PC was a Sound Blaster card. I remember Sound Blaster cards. There was also, God, what was the name of it? It was before NVIDIA. In fact, NVIDIA got sued for something about technology with this other company. And the other company won the suit, but NVIDIA ended up buying the other company. I just don't remember. I know it began with a T. That's all I remember. But it was a video card company. But I always thought it was funny. It's like you saw the news, NVIDIA wins lawsuit. And then the next day it was, NVIDIA buys X company that sued them. And they've been making our video cards ever since. Was it SGI? I don't know. That was it. Was it? That doesn't tighten. Wait a minute, where'd it go? Wow, some stuff went up here really, really fast. PCFL, blah, blah, blah. Someone take it down? There is sound. Trident. Was it Trident? Maybe. It was a big company. At least I thought it was a big company, and they made some really, really good cards. I just don't remember their name. All I remember is it began with a T. I'm sorry, I'm looking up here. Maybe? Maybe try and, God, we gotta look way back in the 90s. Yeah, this is the 90s. Well-known supplier of integrated circuits. Oh, Trident was semiconductors and integrated circuits, not video cards. There was another video card company from the 90s. Not 80s, 90s. Okay, begin with, let's see what we got here. Video Logic? No. None of the, oh, 3DFX. Was that it? Might have been 3DFX. Don't know. I'm going to have to look. Air Force Research Laboratory also created a supercomputer by daisy chaining 17,000. Yes, I put in the Discord. I put that article of them daisy chaining all the PS3s together. Yeah, they were able to do some amazing things with it too, because they basically built a supercomputer out of PS3s. So if you go to the Discord in the science section where she blinded me with science, there's a link to the article of them doing that. The Condor cluster. Okay. Oh, geez, I'm way past time. Sorry, guys. Yeah, you get me babbling, and I just don't shut up. No worries. It's there. If you want to read about the article, it's on there. I will find the name. I think it might have been 3D. It might have been this other one. I will find the name of the company. It's something that I should have probably. 3DS, a major player in the graphics chips company, but declined in the 90s. Oh, and it was 3DFX. And it was acquired by NVIDIA in the year 2000, because there was a lawsuit involved where, but it was 3DFX. Okay, let me see here. We are going to be back tomorrow. I'm going to try and be here at least an hour on Thursday. We will see how that goes. Because my theory is while I'm baking the potatoes I'm making, that I can probably sneak in here and do an hour and get a level done. Raid target. Oh, sure. Suggest a raid target. Cooking stream. No, not yet. Because I'd like to, I'd put up cameras and stuff and lighting and, okay. I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Wait, you said that you couldn't take PCs and other consoles to other countries in the 90s. I don't think the PS3 was out yet. No, it wasn't. There was just like the PS2s, the PlayStations, the earlier ones. You couldn't take them to. There were technology bans that were in place for a lot of things back then. Okay, she is a wonderful, wholesome streamer taking part in the hot potato. I don't know what the hot potato is. Hey, what I will do is this. I will look at that streamer today, and then tomorrow we can maybe raid that streamer. I don't like raiding streamers that I don't know. If that makes sense to you guys, I think it would. because I don't want to. I want to get to know people before we do things like that. But I will look her up. If this name is correct, I will look her up. And then if so, then end of tomorrow's stream we'll send it. In order to, we'll see how it goes. You can raid Kick Boga. He's doing awesome job. Iron Mouse. Yeah, you're putting up names of people I don't know yet. So what I will do is go and look at their streams, and then we will raid them either later in the week or next week. And we'll see if we can get a lot of people up. We're about to go to ads, and I don't want to make you guys suffer through ads, so I think I'm going to go to the first room. I'm going to see you in 21 hours, 3 minutes, and 10 seconds.